Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my review for the first episode of Season 3, the premiere for The Strain. This one is called New York Strong. And spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't seen the premiere for Season 3 yet, New York Strong. Man, this one was an awesome premiere episode for Season 3 of The Strain, and I really feel like after seeing this one, they're doing a really, really good job with The Strain. They really are. I mean, all around, this one was done so well. I mean, the angles, everything. The intro, let's start with the intro. So the intro was amazing. It reminded me of some of the best zombie apocalypse movies. I'm thinking of like the remake for Dawn of the Dead. I'm thinking maybe not World War Z, but 28 Days Later, things like this, where you see the zombie apocalypse outbreak. In this one, New York Strong with The Strain, the intro starts off. We have Abraham or David Bradley, of course, who Walter Frey from Game of Thrones. It's fun, and of course he's a hero in this series, which is also fun to see, and a great character too. And I love Abraham in this one, Satrakian. He's a great character. He's a lot of fun. So he narrates the intro. We go through and we just see an amazing intro. We see a lot of really good, snapshots to set the scene for us, to set the pace, and to give us an idea of kind of where our surviving crew is at this time in the story, and where kind of the vampire apocalypse, I suppose, is at right now. And it just visually looked amazing. I really liked the sequence which was in the trailer, where you see like almost like a sea of vampires. You see them, and they're all like just tons of them. It gives you an idea that they are kind of huddled up, and there was even some Aliens feel in this. If you guys have ever seen Aliens, the way they had like the radar beepers and stuff, and you could see where the aliens were at. And this one, of course, with the Strigoi, with the vampires, you can see kind of where they are, and they all kind of huddle up and get together, and they're going after them and everything. In terms of like the New York and the landscape and everything, visually in the intro looked amazing. I also loved the new intro credits. I thought those were awesome, way better than Season 1 and Season 2's, and really helped kind of, I think, elevate this episode for me and make it look even better. Something I've been complaining about for 2 seasons of my reviews for The Strain, and it's like maybe they finally realized that their intro kind of sucks, and it did. I never liked the tune in the intro. I never liked kind of the way the intro looked to me. It always looked like they needed to do something more with it, and they have. I love the new intro they use for The Strain. It looks amazing. You can see kind of the sword, and you can see it's just very visually artistic and really nice choice. It matches The Strain a lot better. And then they still have a little bit of the same tune they had in there for the first 2 seasons at the end, which is good. So the intro, I was blown away from the start with this one. We see F at the house, and he's got kind of a dream, but it's almost like a premonition too, because something kind of similar does happen. He sees Zach coming home, and at first I didn't think it was a dream. I thought that Zach actually was dead, and they had me going because this is the premiere and everything. But then, of course, we find out that he's sleeping. He wakes up, and it turns out to be a dream. He's sitting in his house, and then they ask him some questions about why he's there, that kind of stuff. And he's making the bioweapon and stuff like that. And it looks like they've actually been starting to use it now, and they've actually been employing it, which is cool. But its success rate has been changing a little bit. It's not 100%, but it's still really cool to see him kind of be able to do something to help out the cause and everything, and show his value and his worth, which is really cool, and why we follow him as our lead character in the series. Because you've got some different themes going on here with how they can try to defeat the vampire side of things. But each character has their own kind of sort of personality imprint on how they think it's going to go. You have Kevin Durant's character, who's fantastic, by the way, as Vasily Fett. And so his idea is to use brute force and just to smoke them out with the with the seals and everything. And of course, in this one we see in very alien-esque fashion and done really, really well that doesn't work out. And then you have Abraham, who's got kind of the magic idea that's how you beat him. And then you have F, who's got the idea that he's going to use his skills with science to beat him. So you've got some really different, layers of attack here and strategies and ideas, and I thought that was a really nice touch. Well, we're on it. Why don't we talk about probably the most exciting part of the episode? Well, the ending was really exciting too, but the stuff with the Thomas Eichhorst and the Master, and kind of him luring the SEALs, which it was done really well, because at first you get the idea, and also Kevin Durand's kind of speech earlier, Fett's speech earlier, where he kind of believes in them and this kind of thing, and they seem like they're super badasses. They're all cocky and everything like that. They're going in and they're pretty sure they're going to smoke all of them out, and they get rerouted into a place that has really close quarters and is really dark, and so their gear starts messing up a little bit too. And it's a trap, as you can watch. You can see it's a trap, and of course it is. And they get killed off one by one. And then you have Fett, who's there. Eichhorst kind of trolls him a little bit, smiles, and leaves. And then his pretty much the whole team is wiped out. So it was really exciting and really cool visually when the Master picks up the one guy and he's like sucking him dry and he's shooting off the gun and it's like going over there. And this episode was done with a lot of care. There was a lot of great visuals in this one. So there was that. All that was really, really well done, I feel like, and was also movie quality, just like the intro was movie quality, I feel. This one for me, like it hit on some really some of the best stuff I've seen in movies, like Aliens and maybe kind of that kind of apocalypse type intro that's been done in Dawn of the Dead and the others, and really did it well in a TV episode format. Movie quality for sure. So there's all that. F had some really good stuff in this one. Of course, the ending was really exciting too, as you see kind of the children come in and stuff, and really dark, and you see her start to kind of take after Eichhorst and what he does, and sort of dressed like a human again, which I thought was actually a nice touch, and kind of the development, which I didn't see coming, that her offer would be to trade. I was thinking they were going to try and kill F there because he is really dangerous, but it sounds like the Lumen is even more dangerous than maybe his skills with science, and the Master knows that. So he wants it back, and he wants to trade for Zach. And I just thought the ending scene was really intense, and it was really good, really well written, and I didn't see it coming. So that was great. We've got, let's see, okay, so some parts in the middle here are actually really good too. We had the bloodletting part, which was kind of dark, from Gus, who's feeding his mom, who's got her kind of tied up and everything, and brutal, man, that he's kind of keeping her alive like that. We've seen stuff like that similar to in The Walking Dead and zombie apocalypse stuff. Sometimes you'll have characters that will keep a family member alive, and I thought it was pretty good in The Strain, but something I really get the sense of in The Strain is like, these are like zombies on steroids. They're not nearly as easy to take out as zombies would be in like something like The Walking Dead, right? I mean, you have the one that comes on top of the front of the car, and F drives out, and that was a really scary scene too, when he's trying to get the gas for the car and he can't start it up, and you've got some really great kind of horror thriller type stuff, and then the one comes on the front, he drives out, and then it shows great cinematography. It shows, and he burns it up. Really cool as he gets outside. So I loved this premiere, man. This one was done with such finesse. It was absolutely pro. I loved it. I'm going to give it a 9.2 out of 10. I thought it was a great start to the season. We're seeing also the characters mix up too. You don't have certain characters in this one at all that have been really heavy concentrations in the past. We don't have Palmer in this one. And, we get the sense that maybe in the other seasons we have the sense that they were beating the Master. They almost had him. And now at this time, it kind of gives us more of a sense in this episode that actually that's not really true. That's kind of what's out there in the media and what they want people to believe. But in reality, actually, they're kind of losing New York. It's spreading elsewhere, and they're not winning. And then you have some interesting stuff with Quinlan in there, and the elder ones, the old ones that he's kind of like standoffish with them. They don't really they're allies, but Quinlan doesn't like him. And there's also the scene with Fett and Quinlan where Fett doesn't like him, which was really good. Slick, I like when he called him Slick. That was really funny. Man, he would have been good for Negan. I wonder if he actually read for the part, Kevin Durand, because he's big and he looks just like him too. So yeah, he was originally rumored to play Negan in The Walking Dead, but sounds like that didn't. Maybe I wonder if maybe that's who they had in mind, but then they decided, he decided, I want to stay with the Strain because I love the series and I don't want to let it go. And he's got a great character in the Strain too. I'm not mad that he didn't decide to do Negan, because if the rest of the season is like this episode, man, amazing stuff, dude. Really, really amazing stuff. So that's pretty much all I got to say for my review for the premiere of The Strain season 3. It was an awesome premiere. In every way, I think it's better than season 2. I really like how this one reminded me of some of my favorite movies. And man, it was just it was really, really well done. They should stick more with the horror feel because, you know, if they want to, they can do this really scary. They can do it more comic booky and not so scary. But if they stick, I think they had a great angle with this one where they stuck with kind of the horror feel of it. Like the guy turns the corner and he sees, and there's his buddy, and he's like cut in half. You know, is as brutal as it could be. And I think that's what they need to do with the series going forward. And I just love the new feel. I thought it was awesome for season 3. Definitely better than season 2, I'd say. And also was really surprised. I won't spoil the season 2 death, but you guys know what happened. Was really surprised with the season 2 death. I was really impressed by it too. That they're willing to go there. So you can't really feel like any particular character is safe because you don't really know for sure. And I also want to say zombies, but the vampire mutant zombies are so strong that even a couple of them could kill somebody like F or somebody else. That's how strong they are. So it's really, really, oh man, amazing. Very impressed with the Strain. I'll leave it at that. Very, very impressed with the premiere, and I'm looking forward to seeing this season. And I'm still finding out if you guys know, if anybody knows, if it's going to get a season 4. Maybe they haven't announced yet or they haven't decided yet, but I hope it does get a season 4. That is, unless they finish the story and they decide, okay, we're going to have it complete and have our good guys win or something like that, or well, yeah, I mean, you'd think the good guys would win in the end. So anyway, that's it for this review, guys. If you liked it, please don't forget to thumb it up below. You can also share if you got a Facebook, you want to share through to Facebook and share the review with your friends on The Strain, then you can. And if you're new and you want to subscribe, you want to see future reviews from me of The Strain, write it in the comments below, subscribe. And I mean, I'm starting to think maybe I could do a Q&A for The Strain. I don't know. If you guys have any questions for The Strain, if there's enough, write them in the comments below, send them to me, and maybe I could do a Strain Q&A. Why not? Do it for Fear. And this was easily better than tonight's episode of Fear. Easily. That's it for this video, guys. See you again real soon. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See ya.